What's the story, lads? Let's have some crack. As you can see, I'm in my new house. I'm already on flat right now, as you can see by that fancy curtain, which is why I thought we'll make another video, you know? Now we're feeling happy, why not make another video? As many of you might have noticed from all the previous channels on my video and that terrible Irish slang early on, I am German. And I immigrated to Ireland about a year ago. Yeah, I love it here. I fit in really well. It's fantastic. It's such a great country to live in. And as a German, it's really easy to fit in as well because we have so much in common with Irish people. We love beer. They love beer. We love potatoes. They love potatoes. We love blowing up English people. They fucking love blowing up English people. It's a perfect fit. And there's many reasons I like it here. So I thought I make a video about it, just explaining why I'm happy I moved to Ireland. Let's start with one of the big ones that makes me really happy. I have found, finally, with Gaelic, a language that is just as abrasive and scary as German. I thought it didn't exist. I thought Nazi Klingon would be the one to end it all. Gaelic has us beat. Now, even Irish people understand Gaelic. Barely anyone understands Gaelic. If you hear some old drunk Irish people speak Gaelic in the middle of a pub, they might be summoning some kind of demon. You wouldn't know because you have no idea what they're saying. For that reason, it's nice that I never have to talk politics while I'm here because I don't know how to pronounce any of the parties. It's like Fine Gael, Fine Fail. Not even gonna try that one. There's also the Taoiseach, the Taoiseach, the Taoiseach. I think it's Taoiseach. That's like their prime minister. And all I know about the lad Leo Varadkar is that he enjoys cans with the boys, he occasionally enjoys some penis, and he quotes movies in the worst context possible.
A new day will come, and when the sun shines, it'll shine out the clearer.
Which basically makes him no different than all my film school friends. I love Irish culture as well. Irish culture is so cute. You guys might not realize this, but Irish culture is adorable. Ireland is like if Tom Cruise was a country because there's so many charming little quirks that you completely forget about all the weird religious stuff going on. And Ireland is pretty weird religion-wise. It's pretty historically aggressively Catholic, and not aggressively Catholic in a no one sees the Inquisition coming way, but more aggressively Catholic in a senile old grandma who knows you do sinful shit in your free time, but still takes you to church every Sunday just in hopes of saving you. There's quite a few weird things in culture because of that. One of them that really threw me off is something called the Angelus, which basically a bell rings and everyone is quiet and prays. Which the first time I've seen people do this really weirded me out. If you're just going about your business and people suddenly start being quiet and praying, you feel like you're in an episode of Black Mirror. Ireland is notoriously repressed about sex because of this whole religious influence. Whether you're talking about the church denying anything that isn't straight missionary or Irish lads referring to hooking up with a girl as getting a hole. Yo, I'm just getting a hole, lad. It's getting loads better though, but some artifacts from worse times are now hilarious to look at. For example, I was shown this little video clip for Irish sex education, and this was shown at all girls schools to teach them how to do the nasty, and it's hilarious.
Your body, its changes, and a lot more. Dear Lord, lovemaking just means the man feels his very short penis becoming erect, that's straight, hard, and the sperm coming down into it, like it did when he had a wet dream. So he slips his penis into her vagina, gives her the sperm, then she has the sperm, and a man could pass water instead of semen and sperm. Some people call it having sex. Maybe you're wondering if a mistake could be made when having sexual intercourse. But that can't happen. God has made it really lovely, an exciting and pleasant feeling.
Whores in this house, there's some whores in this house, there's some whores in this house, there's some whores in this house.
I said certified free, 7 days.
There's other cute things about the culture, like Gar football, which someone needs to tell Irish people that that's the most unnecessarily convoluted sport of all time. Why is there a goal and a goalpost? Why do you need both? Are you playing soccer or rugby? Make up your mind. What in the Guinness drinking leprechaun fuck is going on here? But they're also good at other things, like Eurovision, where Ireland was notorious for winning 7 times in a row, one of the most wins of any country. And that became an issue. Because you see, Ireland is very small. There's very little people in it, and it's a very tiny country. So they really struggled with having to host Eurovision all the time. It became too expensive. So Ireland started sending in joke candidates just so they wouldn't have to host anymore. One of my favorites is this guy, Dustin the Turkey, who, how do you describe this? He's a rude, screaming, grumpy turkey who did a Eurovision Song Contest performance in which he mostly just aggressively urged the jury to give him 12 points.
I come from a nation what knows how to write a song. Come on! Drag accent, bad accent, Terry Wogan's wig.
Something else I love about Ireland is how they call their police guards. Guards. It's like you're playing Elder Scrolls or something. You'll be running around town smoking a joint and...
Stop right there, criminal scum! No.
Ireland, notoriously bad weather. Constantly raining. You think the UK is bad? Ireland is worse. Because of that, every store in Ireland sells umbrellas. Every single one. The most random one I saw was a funeral parlor, which just had a rack of umbrellas in the corner. And I was just thinking, what's the point of this? No one's gonna come in and be like, oh yeah, my dad passed away recently. I just want to do this as quickly and respectfully as possible. Oh my god, you sell umbrellas? I'll take your entire stock! I cannot relate to funeral parlors anyways, because it's a hard business to advertise, you know? You can't go around handing offers like, oh, your second dead relative is free. If your grandmother is this month, I'll give you 20% off. In Ireland, I saw one of the cutest stores ever. What are we speaking about? Stores. I saw one of the cutest shops ever. It was called Just Doors. That's what it was called. Just Doors. And my mind immediately went, I wonder what they sell in there. I have to check it out, because either it would just be doors, or it'd be the most elaborate, perfect drug front of all time. And I go in there and, surprise, surprise, it's just doors. On the ceiling, on the sides, on the floor, just doors everywhere. It's like a scene out of Monsters, Inc. And an old man is there, he runs the shop, you can tell his whole life revolves around doors. He's wearing a shirt with a door on, listening to the doors. You know, I like, want to have a look, so like go around browsing, pretending I'm interested in doors, looking at them, like knocking on the wood, asking stupid questions like, does it open well? Does it open well? This man has dedicated his entire life perfecting the craft of making doors. Generations of Irish door craftsmen passed down the knowledge to him. He's perfected making doors. Every single door crafted with love and passion. He survived the age of Amazon, of eBay, of any other online door reseller. He's never sold out to making windows. He's never been a doormat and made doormats. He's stayed true to his own self and perfected the art of making doors. And here I am asking him if it opens well. I was so embarrassed. So I just bought an umbrella and got out of there. The slang here is adorable too. There might be different kinds of slang depending where you live, but I live in Cork, in the Rebel City. Woo, Cork! Woo, Michael Collins! Woo! Fuck the tanks! One term commonly used here is crack. Like, what's the crack? Oh, that was good crack. Which might confuse foreigners because crack does not mean the drug. Crack means a good time. Which I guess sometimes the drug can be a good time, in which case I guess it means both. Checkmate Ireland. In general, a lot of Irish culture is a mix between American and British culture, while being infinitely better than both. One of the main reasons for that is because Irish people are incredibly friendly, probably because they're always drunk. How friendly do you ask? Well, Ireland was the only country in the entire world to send us a letter of condolences after Hitler died. Oh yeah, sorry about Hitler, lads. Feel shit for ye. Come here, look. I'll buy you a pint next time I see ya. Have a good one. Love, Michael. Hitler died in Ireland. Really pressed F in the chat. Here in Ireland, I tell people I'm German. They ask me questions of genuine interest. Well, mostly about cars or football or sausages, but still genuinely questions they want to know the answers to. In England, I tell people I'm German, and they either do a certain hand motion that I'm not going to do because I don't want to be demonetized, or all I hear is, there was 9 German bombers in the air, there was 9 German bombers in the air. Yeah, crazy. UK, much worse place. Feel free to blow up more of them. Fuck the times. Irish people are too nice to criticize each other as well. They're either super friendly to each other or it's a straight up bar fight. There's no in between. So they will be having fights about the most stupid little disagreements. You'd be in a pub and someone would be like, come here, stop shit talking Monsters University. That's a very underrated movie and a perfectly fine sequel. If Irish people would be able to criticize each other properly, someone would tell them that a guard jumper and shorts are not at all wearable. That's negative drip. Fashion Island is a bit of a state anyways.
Now that's drip. Yeah, that's drip right there, but you dripping now. You dripping now. Straight as a pencil, that's how we like it.
For most lads, fashion means just falling backwards into a JD Sports and walking out in whatever tracksuit you landed in. I don't expect anything else from a country where everyone pretends stout is at all a nice drink, even though it tastes like used motor oil. But you know, I don't mind it. Ireland's a bit of a bubble. It's a tiny country, not many people. I think it's only like slightly bigger than South Korea, but has like 1/10 of the population. That's how small it is. And it really does feel like it. It feels like a little town stretched over a whole country. But it's a good kind of bubble. It's a nice bubble. It's not the kind of bubble where like racism against foreigners is prevalent or people are unaccepting of you. No. People are very welcoming. They want to let you in their bubble and they want to talk to you and ask you questions about where you're from. And most of the racism is more from a place of not understanding than a place of hate. And it's very refreshing. And you know what? With all that's going on in the world right now, Corona, Donald Trump, US election, wars, and whatever master plan China is pursuing, it's fantastic to live in a tiny little country where the only worry is really when the nearest local pub will reopen, or where to get the shift. Life here is laid back, and the people are friendly, and it's just small enough of a country that never has to change. And for that reason, I'm really happy I moved to Ireland. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that video. This was a bit more of a personal one. Wanted to talk about something that's actually going on in my life. Hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed this video, leave a subscribe, leave a like, hit the bell with all your power. Beat that bell up as if it just assaulted Monsters University. That's all I gotta say. Peace. Oh yeah, and fuck the tans. Come on, shiver like a tans. Come on and fuck me like a man. Show you white, how you want